Welcome back to the Sack, segment 2 here on a Tokum Tuesday. The Redoubtable one himself, Tom Izzo, highly questionable, and RJ Migliaccio, segment 2. We are dancing around the sports world this Tuesday night.
Man.
You always. Got some ice for the good doctor.
Dancing around the sports world. What kind of dance would you say we're doing?
The dance of champions.
No, come on.
Dance of kings.
No. What kind of dance? As we're dancing around, what would you call it? Is it
the dance of the Dagobah?
No, come on, I'm talking real. Is it a break dance? Is it a two-step?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a waltz. I mean, I guess it could be a waltz, but that would mean we were arm in arm.
We don't shower together. We're not going to waltz together.
So. Well, I mean, come on. There's a difference between waltzing and showering.
Yeah, close.
Well, there's no water in a waltz.
The point is...
soap.
Thank God. Anyway.
Just imagine the two of us waltzing around.
Welcome to IDD.
Sports world.
For those of you that know, I don't disagree.
Salsa around the sports world.
I can't believe it. I apologize.
Sorry.
I triggered this.
Trigger warning.
While we were on break, we got an update. Well, upset tonight. Indiana downs Philly in NBA 132-126. That kid Halliburton, whatever his name, put on a show. 30-something points, 12 rebounds, 9, whatever. He almost had a triple-double. Out-dueling Embiid. Embiid had another great night, 39-12. Maxey had a great night. But it wasn't enough as Indianapolis handed Philly their second loss. Them and Boston are now even, and they will be playing tomorrow night on ESPN in Philly. Rematch.
Nice.
This time Derek White is going to be there. Let's see what happens. So anyway, that should be fun. And that's Wednesday night. That's ESPN 7:30. Right now, currently first half update. Kansas and Kentucky are in a Donnie 23-19, number 1 defending champion Kansas up top. Kentucky made a big run, took the lead. Kansas starting to go back and forth with these two teams. As usual, Kentucky is not devoid of talent. It's usually chemistry. But at least for right now, they are hanging with the defending national champion. Kansas and chemistry go hand in hand because that team always has that. Regardless of what year their players always play well together.
And they have a 7-foot lefty.
Yeah.
In the paint. What's his name? Dickinson?
His name is Hunter Dickinson.
Is he a 7? Look at that layup beyond him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a hell of a play. Kentucky's got studs. They got some studs.
Yeah, they always do. God, at the beginning of this game, when they were down 11-3, they looked lost.
Well, that's the thing. When you run and gun, because that's what they do, you're never out of it.
Yeah.
You never are. So
you just got to find yourself.
They are the reason that contemporary college basketball is referred to as a game of runs. Kentucky is Exhibit A of that, literally. So
feels like that's what the NBA is now.
It's become that because they've adopted. It's more of an open style game. The post play is
with the NBA. A lot of it's because all they do is shoot threes. Sometimes.
But that's what they do. Look at this.
They're not even running. They're just.
See, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Loyola Marymount back in the early '90s, but this is what they were: run and gun, threes. That's what they were. They started this shit
because it gave you a shot.
Yeah. Because you could play little man ball, could beat big man ball, and that's where it started in college. Loyola Marymount was one of the forefront teams of that played that style, and they made a run to the Elite Eight. That was Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball, those guys. And
Hank Gathers.
Hank Gathers died.
Was that Brian's song?
No, that's
Brian. What was the Hank Gathers movie?
It was about him. It was Hank Gathers.
No, but there was
I
a
forget
movie
it was called.
something.
Yeah, I forget what it was called, but it was about him. Bo Kimball was shooting free throws
it was about
left-handed.
Yes.
In real life and making them all the time. That's how skilled he was.
What was the movie?
I don't remember.
Come on, it's a famous one.
I don't remember. I saw it once.
Maybe it wasn't that. Because there's something that says "Final Shot," the Hank Gathers story.
There is a movie. There is a documentary.
What
or something
was Brian's song?
That's about different? Brian Piccolo for the Chicago Bears. and Lou Gehrig. Not Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig. Gail Sanders.
Gail Sanders or Saunders? So you think I'm getting Gathers and...
You are, which I get why. But no, Gail Sayers. By the way, Gail Sayers scored 6 touchdowns in a game. Back then. They had a name.
He was a monster.
He was amazing. He led the NFL in rushing. His career was cut short by injuries, but man, when he was healthy.
Kentucky's hitting threes now.
Yeah. Kentucky up by 2, 6:05. This is a Donnie. I love it. It's got a Donnie on Tuesday. I love it.
I love the fact that college basketball does this shit on purpose.
Yep. They put big teams together. They don't college football.
Yeah, they don't bullshit.
They don't pussyfoot out of the gate for a month. They put heavyweights on heavyweights right away, just like the NBA did.
You don't have a day where ESPN is showing 70-point blowouts.
No, they've got heavyweights in these preseason tournaments, and it's all about getting a strength of schedule because they know at the end they're going to need that to get in the tournament. And these teams aren't afraid to do it, which I love. Yeah. I love it. Duke and Michigan State are always in the middle of that every year. It's fucking great.
Yeah, they play each other every year before the season.
They made a point to do it.
They always go to that
tournament. They always do it. So these are 4 of the pillar franchises or schools, if you will, for college basketball in this State Farm Champions Classic, which is being played in Chicago. So Kansas answers tied at 30 with 5 to go.
Bang!
This is starting to throw some haymakers at each other. This is getting interesting. Anyway, segment 2. We were picking up on the NBA a little bit. We were talking about the conundrum that is the New York Knicks off air.
Was that off air? No, that was on air.
Was it? Oh, it was last segment, right?
Yeah.
Was it? We continued it off air. I'm sorry, but the thing about the Knicks is they are schizophrenic. They go through stretches where they look like a legit contender. And then 5 minutes later, the same 5 guys look like they never picked up a basketball. Yeah. It's very weird. And I was trying to say that, to me, they seem to go as Randle goes. When he's on, they look great. When he's off, they look like, what the fuck? I mean, it's weird. And Jalen Brunson is there now, so they can offset some of that. But still, if he's getting enough touches, and usually he gets a lot because he's him, they can just disappear in stretches.
Yeah, and see, I think, the reason for it is, 2 years ago, and maybe even going into last year, he was the unquestioned best player on the team.
He was.
Right? So everything had to run through him. Yep. That's what it was. Yep. But then last year, and this was probably happening even the year before that, but you've got Jalen Brunson, who played out of his mind last year, R.J. Barrett getting better. You have
Jalen Brunson the year before. This is why it was the year before was great.
No, but he wasn't on the Knicks.
No, I know.
So I'm talking about on the Knicks.
Yeah. I don't think he played out of his mind. I think he's just elevated.
You know what I'm saying? He took a step that no one thought he was worth, at least
Well, Dallas didn't.
Right. And most people on ESPN and, NBA TV said the Knicks made a mistake giving him the money they gave him.
I didn't.
Now everybody's saying
those people said that didn't see him in the playoffs last year. 2 years ago when he literally was as good as Luka.
I'm talking about overall big name sports.
Well, because he wasn't considered a big name at the time.
Right.
Yeah. Which to me.
So I'm talking about going into last year, Julius Randle was the de facto best player.
Yep.
Halfway through last year, it was blatantly obvious he was no longer the best player.
Nope.
And maybe not even the second best player.
Yeah, because R.J.
Barrett has the potential to be better than him.
Yeah, he does. He's getting better every year.
So what I think has happened is Julius Randle hasn't figured out how to play as a third option.
I don't know if his ego's going to let him.
Right, and that's why they go as he goes, because when he's on the court, he's dominating
the ball.
And right now, you're not good enough to do that anymore. You still have flashes where for a quarter he looks like the best player on the court, but then he starts throwing the ball all over the place, walking back on defense, not rotating on defense, and you go, get this guy off the court. So if he was able to stay on the court and defer to Brunson and defer to R.J. Barrett, I think the Knicks could be really good. But to your point, I don't know that he's got that in him.
Yeah, this is.
I don't even know if his ego. Maybe he just can't make the adjustment in his game.
Well, that is not about ability. That's about ego.
Well, not always about ego. Sometimes you're just mentally, you're like, I can't do it like that. I just can't.
Mental goes to ego. I'm just saying that.
I mean, you
from a talent perspective, the three of them could be all stars together.
Yes.
I don't think he'd have to take that far of a step back, quite honestly. But he has to learn how to play complementary to them, because you have a ball dominant point guard now who can bring you. I mean, look what he did for Dallas. Look what happened to Dallas after he left.
Yeah.
I mean, with Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is still on that fucking team. They went 2 steps back when they lost him, and they were in the conference finals with him. So that's what he can do for you. And if you play off him, and you learn to, because R.J. Barrett seems to be able to do it. If you can do the two, you can do that. Oh my God, they could be.
R.J. Barrett doesn't seem to have the ego that Randle does.
He doesn't. But again, he played at Duke where he had a bunch of studs around
Right.
him, so he got used to it.
And he's also been the young guy since he's been here.
Yeah, he came out as a freshman.
So
He was part of that Duke freshman team that lost in the finals.
yeah.
And they all went pro.
No, I like RJ. I mean, he has his games where he disappears. He's still very young.
He's very
Jalen Brunson, he still does things sometimes in games where I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, I don't know, like a big technical foul shot.
Yeah.
He'll miss it. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah,
the next time down the floor, he'll get fouled and miss the first one. I'm just like, dude,
it's weird.
You know,
Yeah.
I know you can't be perfect.
No, nobody is. But he's efficient for the most
That's
part.
what I mean. Like,
Most part efficient.
and then sometimes he'll dribble in and go up on a guy. Like he was trying to take Derek White to the hole, go up and do and Derek White was just like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
Derek White's much bigger.
Derek
than him.
White is one of the best defensive guards in the league. too, by
right?
the
So
way.
like,
You're not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and sometimes
he's
I
not just anybody, but
Sometimes the way he'll like dribble into a crowd,
yeah.
and make a bad pass.
I would think,
I know he's better than that.
With the Celtics,
He's shown it.
they're a matchup problem for the Knicks. They really are. Because they have two defenders.
It's a problem for every fucking.
I know, but the Knicks have a real problem with it because the Celtics have the type of team that can give the Knicks, because they have two defensive guards
Drew Holiday killed us.
that give Jalen Brunson fits, and they have two wings that are better than Barrett and Randle.
Yeah.
And now there's Kristaps Porzingis to deal with. So they are a matchup nightmare, particularly for the Knicks. Because while the Knicks have talent, they don't have that kind of talent.
No.
They don't.
No, but here's the thing that kind of frustrates me is that even having said that, the Knicks can play with the Celtics.
Yeah, because the Celtics still take too many fucking threes.
Yeah, and
If the Celtics just put their head down and went to the basket, they blow everybody out.
I agree. And
They would.
Tatum showed that yesterday.
When he stopped fucking around,
I mean-
3 quarters. I
Yeah,
watched
for the
this
whole
game.
game, I was
3
like-
quarters, they're fucking doing this, and I'm like,
At one point, I go, "Oh, Tatum's out, so this really doesn't count." And then I saw him with the ball, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, he's actually playing."
they were shooting threes, and all of a sudden they said in the fourth quarter, Tatum finally went fuck this and started going to the basket, and that whole fucking game changed.
Early on, all I saw was Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. And he was dominant. I mean, he was scoring early. But the thing is, like, those two are slashers. You've got shooters around them now, and especially at the center spot, where they have more room now in the lane than they ever did.
Yeah.
They got to live in there. And by the way, they're shooting free throws better as a team. They shot like 80-something% against you guys last night from the foul line, and over 20 attempts. And the magic number for the Celtics is 20 attempts. If they're going line 20 times or more, they're going to beat. They're going to bat. They're going to beat teams. If they're taking, like the game they lost to Philly, the first one, they took 14 free throws. They lost by 3 points, and they took 14 free throws. If they had gone to the damn hole, they would have beaten them, even without Derek White. It was stupid. I'm just like, how the hell do you, when you know that, and you have two all-world finishers on the wing that have proven they can contend, and you don't do it? It's the dumbest thing ever. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't even play back-to-backs really anymore. They might play 2 back-to-backs a year.
Yeah, I mean, the way I was watching that game, I couldn't tell if the Knicks are just as good as Boston, or if Boston just allowed the Knicks to hang around. Like, because the Knicks would go, okay, we'll go up by 6, and then all of a sudden it would be tied. And then at one point, I think the Knicks went up by 10.
The game in New York.
And Boston was like, nah, we're going to play again.
The game in New York.
And then finally Boston was like, fuck it.
I don't know if you remember the game
we're
in New
playing.
York. Boston pretty much was in front the whole time, but the Knicks kept coming back. You got up 12, the Knicks cut it to 6.
It's
You
almost
got
like they get bored.
Yeah, they get bored. And then, but they pretty much played. This time they did it the opposite. This time, they really can't run away from us. But then, then they wake up. All right, fuck that.
Let's slow play it.
Yeah. So that's what they would do. But that tells you the Celtics are the more talented team because they beat them 2 different ways in a span of a week and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, and the problem is
Easy to see the Celtics.
but again, the Celtics are going to do that to everybody if they take their head out of their ass, because they have their starting 5 is the best in the league. They have the best starting 5 in the NBA. There's no one, not even Denver, has a starting 5 like this. They don't.
I think if I had to pick a player, I'd probably pick Tatum.
He's the best player
I like
one-on-one in
his
the world.
game.
Tatum's problem is between the ears. He doesn't have Kobe Bryant's it's funny how Kobe Bryant's his idol, and how he doesn't take on his killer mentality. If you put Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or Larry Bird's brain into Jason Tatum, oh my God. Oh my God!
I think it's a
God.
It's a personality.
It's a personality thing. He doesn't have that in him.
It's
And that's going to kill him until he eventually gets pissed off enough to fuck you and stop trying to be friends and say, these guys have all taken rings from you because you're being so nice.
But see, I wonder. So when I think about it in terms of personality, I think it's like you have to approach it in a different way. If you don't have the same personality, you can still win. You can still be the best, but you have to figure a different way to go about it. You know what I'm saying?
Only guy
he can't turn into Kobe Bryant.
The only guy I ever saw do that was Magic Johnson. Okay, now he also had Kareem.
Yeah.
When you have Kareem, you can smile all you want. Well, I got fucking Kareem. Okay, so they have.
I'm not saying smile.
Well, Magic.
But I'm just saying he doesn't have Kobe Bryant's personality.
He doesn't have no.
He doesn't have anywhere. He doesn't have Magic Johnson's either.
No, he doesn't.
He's more like Kobe than Magic.
Yeah, no,
Magic was just
Magic
a
was
showman.
Magic was a killer. Too.
I mean,
Magic was a
yeah,
killer.
I guess you're right.
Magic was a killer.
But he was also like an entertainer.
He was.
You know,
he was perfect.
He loved it all.
He was the perfect Laker.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson was the perfect fucking Laker. The Showtime was because of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, again, this is why I always laugh at Laker fans. Like, you know who invented the fast break? Red Auerbach. That's why Bob Cousy was the first great point guard, because he ran the fast break. Magic Johnson is a 6'9" Bob Cousy.
So you're telling me, like, what year was that?
What?
That Red Auerbach invented the fast break.
When they started winning championships in the 60s, that's when they invented it. They changed their
So
the 60s.
for how long were...
They won 8 in a row.
No, how long were these dumbasses playing basketball without fast breaking?
They would. It's one thing to fast break once in a while. The Celtics made it their offense. Like, they were doing it off every freaking thing.
You're running the
yeah,
three-man
they were
lead.
literally, every possession was a fast break.
It was a three-man lead.
When they got Bill Russell, who could literally make this happen because he could block shots and rebound, and the outlet pass and the filling of the lanes, that's all Red Auerbach's offense. He invented the fast break.
So it was like, okay, as soon as you see the ball go up in the air, point guard,
literally,
you hit this lane.
It was Bill Russell, and if he couldn't hit Cousy on the first one, he had the outlet, and then they found Cousy on the second one, and it was go, go, go. And that's why every highlight of Cousy, he's in transition, and he's doing this, and he's doing that, and he's fucking all this. They call him the Houdini of the hardwood.
Right, but I mean, come on. Who are these dummies that were never thinking to fucking fast break?
The Lakers, West, and those guys. They beat them.
Well, everybody prior to that, right?
I don't know. I just know that the Celtics invented the fast break offense. Red Auerbach did.
Dude, the fast
Bob
break
Cousy,
offense is basically playground offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't
and
understand
what
how
Red Auerbach
Red
Red Auerbach preached,
weren't.
and this is, Red Auerbach said, look, because the Celtics were always a great defensive team, we have to learn how to use our defense to create quick offense, so the other team can't get set. That's where the fast break offense became very valuable. And when you got Bill Russell, oh my God, he had the ultimate trigger man. Because literally it was block, shot, or rebound, and then the outlet, go, 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 and go. It was crazy. And then here comes Magic in the 80s, and what do the Lakers do? They become the best fast break team in basketball. And that's why but the thing is, when you look at the Celtics now, like they've got star power, but it's all up here. That's their problem. And until Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I don't know how after last year, the way they blew
personality, head or heart, or combo.
It's a combo.
Or is it soul?
It's a combo. I think that is your soul.
Yeah, your personality is really quite a blend of.
I'm not saying that Tatum and Brown don't have heart. They have heart. That's not what I'm saying. They don't have a killer instinct.
No.
It's a killer instinct. It's a. I don't care.
It's a personality.
Yeah, we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
You're in my way. They don't have that. They proved it last year against Miami when they were talking about their friendships with these guys, and Miami had shut their phones off and didn't want to talk to them. Miami got it, and the Celtics didn't. And that's the thing. They should have learned from that. They should have learned from that. Find out. But anyway, the Knicks have a problem. They have a lot of talent, but they don't. I don't know that either Brunson or I know Randle's not. They don't have that dude who just can say, "Give me the fucking ball. It doesn't matter." The Celtics have that dude.
I think Jalen Brunson can be that, but it's got to be.
He's really good. I don't know. Maybe.
It's got to be apparent to Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Because I think Brunson is that good. I mean, he's not fucking the best player in the NBA. He's not even top 5 player in the NBA.
No, but I think he's top 20. He's top 20.
Right.
He's top 20.
Right.
He should have been an All-Star last year.
So in my mind, I think he can be their guy.
Yeah.
But that means R.J. Barrett has to keep developing, and Randle has to
drop
buy
back.
He has to buy exactly.
Yeah.
He's got to accept that and support it.
And by the way, he can do that and get 20 a night.
Yeah,
he can. He can do that and get 20 and 10.
I think
he can.
If he's scoring 15 to 17, that's good too.
I think he can get that. He can do that and be 20 and 10.
Because RJ Barrett needs to be at like 24.
The Celtics have 3 20-point scorers.
Yeah.
They can do this. That's true. He could do that. He could be 20 and 10 a night if he just took a step back.
Yeah.
He could be. Kevin Love did it when Cleveland won with LeBron and Kyrie, and Love was the third wheel. He was 20 and 10.
Because he
was willing to accept that role.
Pieces they have. I love Hartenstein coming off the bench, Josh Hart and DiVincenzo. Even though DiVincenzo was shooting way too many threes last night.
You notice that?
It was pissing me
I don't
off.
think he's good enough of a shooter to take that many.
You were on the Warriors. Yeah. You were not one of the shooters on the Warriors. You're a bench energy player.
Yeah, you don't get
to the rack.
You don't get that title because you played for the Warriors.
Right. I mean, and I like his game.
No,
but
he can
as soon as he went to the rack last night, he got a bucket.
No, he's a better. To me, he's more of a slasher who can shoot the three. Than we talk about the difference of knockdown shooters versus guys who can shoot. He can shoot, but he's more of a slasher.
Yeah.
When he tries to be a knockdown, that's not what he is. That's not what he is. Right
you're the guy that makes the extra pass.
And unless you're going to shoot 1,000 threes a day, you're not going to be that dude.
Right.
In the offseason.
You have to be the guy that makes the extra pass.
You have to be the guy that creates the shot for that guy.
Yeah.
And if they don't help, then you score.
Right. If they throw it to you and you're open, pump fake it, give it back.
Or go to the basket.
Yes, go to the basket. Yeah. That was bugging me. So that's the game, though. I think it's being in some ways it's being coached like that.
Yeah.
I really wish that Tibbs could get through to them on defense. It's a constant blow by and overcompensate, shifting wrong. Like it's
who plays center for them?
It's Mitchell Robinson.
How tall is he?
He's like 7 foot. Okay. He might be just below.
See, to me,
and he's big.
If you had a 7-footer who
they have two
who blocks shots and rebounds and runs the floor and he could really help Randle out.
They have two.
But is that what they really do?
That's all they do. Okay. They don't score.
It doesn't seem like they do it enough.
They don't score. Mitchell Robinson is very clumsy, but shows crazy athleticism from here and there.
He's a raw athlete.
But like Porzingis puts one spin move on him, and he's got 3 feet of separation.
God, yeah. Porzingis toys.
But that's
the difference between skill and talent.
Yeah.
Talent. Yeah. If you're, this is why Larry Bird was so great, because he had more skill than they had talent.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson doesn't have that much skill.
No, Porzingis is a highly skilled player. He really is, and he's shown it a lot early in the season. He's from a skill perspective, he's as good as any big man in the game. Yeah, he literally
nice.
is.
He's nice.
He is nice.
He's very nice.
And the thing is, he's never had two guys like this around him. So there's no pressure on him. Mm-hmm. He's not the focal point, which I said he will thrive in this because it's all the focus is on Tatum and Brown. And it should be because they're both all NBA players. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying he's going to thrive in this because he's used to being one of those guys. Yeah. And he's not now. There's no pressure anymore. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why I think he'll flourish in it. And by the way, Drew Holiday, what a quarterback he is. He's the closest thing I've seen to Dennis Johnson.
He's a pain in the ass.
I wish I could show you video of this. You'd be like, oh my God, that's Dennis Johnson. Or it's Drew Holiday. He is Dennis Johnson. He literally is Dennis Johnson. Pest on defense.
Every time he swipes at the ball, he gets the fucking ball. Now, last night's game was not officiated well.
No, it wasn't.
They
let some crap.
I mean, they were letting some bullshit go on. And it was like, God damn.
Are you trying to get a fight? Because you're going to get one if you keep it up.
Did you see the play where Randle had the ball on the sideline? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it was Holiday comes over and looks like hits the ball. Yeah. The refs say it's off Holiday.
Yeah.
Knicks keep it.
Yeah.
Go to commercial break. Refs review the play. Overturn it, give the ball back to Boston. And they show the replay. Holiday comes in, smacks the shit out of, or maybe it was Tatum, smacks the shit out of Randle's arm. The ball goes off Randle, so they gave it to I'm like,
it should have been a foul.
But it was a fucking foul. But you can't call a foul in a replay like that.
No, if you were see, here's the thing: if they were behind him, so they just see the ball bounce off they don't see the slap. That might have been it. The refs weren't in good position to see it.
No. Obviously, they didn't see the slap. Yeah. Whatever. But then on the salt in the wound to overturn the out of bounds call.
You know what the thing would have been to do?
Leave it as is.
Yeah, because you didn't call the foul.
Exactly.
To give the Knicks the
Right.
ball.
The Knicks get the ball.
Yeah, that would have been the right thing to do.
That was the right thing to do.
That would have been the morally right thing to do.
But you can't do that.
No.
Which I think is so stupid.
Because you'd have to admit that.
Right. That's so dumb. Like, they're like, nope, you were challenging the out-of-bounds call. We can't now call a foul that was not called a foul. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Especially
but
when it's a clear-cut foul.
I don't know. NBA refereeing is forever frustrating.
They are so inconsistent. And
God.
the NFL's been just as bad this
Yeah.
year. It really has been.
And MLB umpires, they're in a similar boat.
I mean, I guess the only refs I don't hear about are hockey refs.
No, because nobody watches hockey.
No, I watch hockey. The Bruins were winning 4-0. I was watching them tonight. 4-0. They were 4-0.
Nobody watches enough to complain about the hockey refs.
No, but the thing about hockey refs is because hockey, you let stuff go because it's a physical game.
Yeah.
But they are very diligent about you can't pass over 2 blue lines. They call the offsides call. I mean, they call it. They don't not call it because it's an advantage. It's a very unfair advantage. They call the ones that are really going to be a clear-cut advantage. But they also, what's cool is they'll let you play.
Yeah.
And I wish they do that in football a little more. But the thing about football is they're bigger than hockey players.
Yeah.
Like they really can kill each other out there.
Yeah.
And we've had a few instances just in the last year where guys have been carried off on a stretcher.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's a very
The hits that you can take.
I would argue that NFL officials probably have the hardest job because that is a hard game to referee. It just really is because it's
while trying to keep people safe.
well and still allow them. It's a collision.
So
sport.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's like how do you can't take everything away.
Officiate player safety.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. They're trying to officiate safety more than just rules.
Yeah.
And that's why,
Difficult.
to me, football refs have the toughest job. They really do.
Jay Will and Seth. I like these two together.
Yeah, they're good. They are good. Yeah, Seth's awesome.
He was at Virginia
I'm
Tech
still
for a
waiting.
while.
We gotta petition this for the. We gotta get the game where Bill Raftery and Bill Walton do the game together. And put Jay Billis in the middle because that'd be fucking hysterical. Because Jay Billis would be the normal one. He'd be looking left and looking right. And these two wackadoodles would be. Bill Raftery is gold.
See, the offense started to look better.
Yeah, they woke
They were
up.
going inside, passing
look
out.
Look at this, nice pass in there.
See,
good
and
kick
that's
out.
yeah,
that's good ball.
That's a
movement.
good
That's
three.
good play, yep.
That's a good three to
That's
take.
a good three. Yep. And look at this outlet.
Yep. Let's
No
run.
outlet. There's one pat right there. There's the three in transition.
Quick
bang.
three, bang.
Yep, bang. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
The
Kentucky's-
first 5-8 minutes of that game, it didn't look like Kentucky.
Now
could
here's
do
the
that.
cool thing about this game. There's going to be a few more runs in this game before it's over. Trust me, because
Oh, yeah.
Kansas is going to respond.
Kansas
They
is
will.
good.
And
They're number one. Geez.
this is going to be fun. And they lost our boy there to Toronto. What's his name?
to Toronto.
Yeah, what's his name with the suit at the draft? What was his
Grady
name?
Dick?
Grady Dick.
He was on.
He was on Kansas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He a shooter?
Yeah. Knockdown. He's a knockdown.
How has he been doing in the
well,
league?
he's doing well.
Oh, yeah? I haven't heard
he is a knockdown shooter.
Toronto's no good.
I
though,
wanted.
right?
Well, no, they're all right. PK
Yeah.
Siam is there. He's an all-star. They're all right. They're in, the
PK
problem is they're in the East
You
with
mean,
the Cel-
Siakam?
Siakam, PK Siakam, whatever his name is.
Is it PK?
It's something.
No.
I don't know.
It's not PK Subban.
No, not him. No. It's PK something.
Pascal
Siam.
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. I'm sorry. He's an all-star.
PK Subban.
Whatever his name is. Whatever. It's called Stone America. Anyway.
What do you think about Georgia going Uno?
I don't care.
You're right.
I don't care. Just as long as look.
Yeah, but we're getting close to being locked in here. Right? What? 2 more weeks?
Georgia has to play the SEC championship game. They have to play that game. So they're going to face a top.
I know, but
16.
getting ranked number 1 now helps you because if you lose, you're not dropping out of the top
I got news
4.
for you. Ohio State could lose to Michigan and not even be there. And I got news for you. Michigan is for real. You can bitch about that thing all you want, and I get it. But talent-wise, they are every bit as good as they look. They are.
Damn.
They are legit. And Ohio State's going to have a hard time with them. They really are.
That's crazy. You got 5 10-0 teams.
Yeah.
Followed closely behind by 3 9-1 teams.
Yeah. The 12
And
team,
Louisville's 9-1 and they're 10.
they're playing Florida State in the ACC. They're going to meet Florida State in the That's going to be an awesome game. Listen, the 12-team playoff this year would have been fucking glorious. It really would have.
Oh my God! It goes all the way down to Penn State.
Yeah.
Look, if it was,
I'm saying,
if it
imagine
was
the
a
12 team.
Let me read
How
it. to you.
awesome would this have been?
Let me read it to you. Penn State at 12.
Yeah.
Oregon State at 11. Louisville at 10.
Yep.
Then Missouri, Alabama, Texas, Oregon, Washington,
Yep.
Florida State,
State.
Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia.
Oh, filthy.
There's not a bad game in there.
No, that's filthy.
I mean, I don't
That's
really know much
fucking-
about Oregon State.
I'm telling you right now, that's filthy. I wish to God it was this year. God. And by the way,
Notre Dame's
JMU,
at 19.
JMU has climbed to 18.
Wow.
They're 18. In a couple of
Not
weeks.
on this list.
In the regular, that's the playoff poll. But in the top 25, they're 18
Why isn't JMU in here?
because they're not eligible for that. That's the
Oh,
playoff.
they're not allowed to
They're
put them
not
in
allowed
there?
to do it because they're in
They
probation.
can't even put them on the list?
No, 'cause
Oh,
they can't
fuck.
participate.
Fuck them.
But if you go to the AP coaches poll, they're 18th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good
and
for
they,
them,
yeah,
man.
and if they, and they're gonna do a couple of, they could move up to closer to 10. They could be, dude. If they finish the year near like 10 or 11, oh my, and undefeated. Ooh.
So next year, do they get to do it?
Next year could be 2 years because it was last year and this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better not be 3 fucking years.
No, it was 2, which is still the dumbest rule I've ever heard. You move up and you get penalized for moving up. You're supposed to get penalized for moving down,
So
not up.
stupid.
It's the stupidest rule I've ever seen in my life.
So DJ explained it as they don't want people to try to jump up for 1 year and, recoup the benefits of that and then drop back down real quick.
Why would you do that?
I guess you pull resources while you go up to, you know what I'm saying? Because you're playing Division 1 or whatever the fuck it's called now, FBS.
If
You're making a lot more money than you would if you were, you know what I'm saying? So you could jump up, maybe with a good team or whatever you think, and try to make a bunch of money playing big name teams, and then drop back down, and now you've made all this money. I think that's how he explained it. It still sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the ability to jump up and play against teams and do well, then and drop back down, fucking more power to you.
I'm a competitor. I would if I'm moving up to Division 1 because I want to compete with the big boys. I'm not going up there to get some and go back down to D2, whatever the fuck they do, 1AA.
I'm talking about schools doing this,
Yeah.
not the team itself.
If I was running that school, I wouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying you would.
Well, I can't think I don't believe they're all like that. I would argue most of them are not like
No,
that.
DJ is saying the rule is to prevent schools from doing that.
Stupid. That's fucking stupid. That's
I
not going to
agree.
prevent it from doing that. They'll still fucking do it if they want to do it.
Dude, I didn't say it. I'm saying that's how he explained it to me.
Well, I'm not saying that's not the reason, but I'm saying it's a stupid reason.
I agree.
That's not going to stop anything.
Yeah, no, because how many teams would really be doing?
I'm saying,
you got
that's
one
not-
fucking team
yeah,
doing that.
yeah, one
Nobody
dickhead.
wants to go up there and get their ass handed
Yeah,
to them
one
for a
dickhead
year.
group out of 500 schools.
yeah.
Who gives a fuck about them? Fuck them. If that's what they're doing, it'll come back to them anyway.
Exactly. They'll get the shit kicked out of them and do one, and then
Yeah. So, anyway, we're at halftime.
yeah.
The good
This-
doctor again is with us.
Is this the end?
Yeah, I think it
Is
is.
this the end?
I think it is. Doesn't it feel like the end?
It does kind of. It's sad though, because
It's sad,
I
man.
want to watch the second half. It's too fucking cold.
It's just too cold. But we came out here for you, America. We did.
How else would you know Bert and Ernie are filming on the driveway?
And I think it's safe to say Bert and Ernie weren't showering tonight out here.
No,
That's for you.
no.
way.
Icicles.
Icicles. But we will return on Friday night. We will have our pick segment, the Giggle Smoke Guarantee, and yes, the wig and the shit
Dude,
and the
Friday
shirt.
night might be tough.
Why? Late
You might
night.
have to do Thursday.
Oh, no, you want to do Thursday?
Oh, wow.
Football game. You know who's playing Thursday?
Oh, it's fucking.
Cincinnati and Baltimore.
Ooh.
That's a Donnie.
That
We
is
might be at Donnie B's on Thursday. I don't know. Creek might
Yeah, I
open
don't
it
know.
up. Might be. We can do late night Friday.
I know, but then we got fucking.
What? So we have no games.
We got Friendsgiving the next day.
That's in the afternoon.
Dude, it's all
In
right.
fact, that's in the evening.
I know, I gotta fucking cook.
So do we.
You don't cook.
I do cook.
Bullshit.
I help make the meatballs and the sauce. Yes, I do.
Okay.
These magical palms,
It's not like stuffing chicken cutlets and frying 30 cutlets.
they're going to take you 12 hours to do.
No, but it's a bitch. And you know I'm making something else. I don't know what.
We'll see you Friday night.
You're right.
He knows I'm right. We have to do our pick segment. Besides, 2 cents with Tommy, Giggle Smoke Guarantee.
I need to start writing my 2 cents. I had a 2 cents today.
Well, it's all right. Write it down and
Something
think about it
caught
for
my
Friday.
eye, and then I just couldn't.
It'll come back to him 5 minutes after this segment. That's how it
No,
works.
that's not how my brain works. Come back to me next year. I'll be like, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Come back to him on Christmas break when I'm up north. I can't do
there
a
it
show
is.
for a week, and then he'll forget
Then
it.
I'll forget it.
He'll
I won't
forget
write it down again.
Yeah, he won't write it down again. Anyway, you enjoy tomorrow's Wet My Whistle Wednesday. It's midweek. Hey, we are 1 week from Turkey
almost
Day.
there. We're almost
one
over the
week,
hump.
1 week from Turkey Day, and then it's that time of year again, boys and girls. So, hey, you get through tomorrow. We will see you guys Friday night. Enjoy the sports. So, by the way, Cincinnati, Baltimore Thursday. Who you got, real quick?
Where is it?
I don't know. I think it's in Cincinnati.
You know what makes this hard to pick?
I think
Is that they're both coming off shit
losses.
losses.
I think it's in Baltimore. I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
I'm pissed at Baltimore right now.
I am too, but I'm pissed at Cincinnati. But I'll tell you what, that Houston team is for real.
I think T. Higgins is out again. I'm going with Baltimore.
I think he is.
Yeah, because it's a Thursday game.
Thursday
They're not-
game,
yeah.
short week. He's not going to play. Yeah, we both got Baltimore for Thursday night. So we will see you guys Friday night. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the college basketball is back, America. And Celtics Fixers tomorrow night. Check that out. By the way, Bruins.
Celtics Fixers.
Celtics Sixers. Sixers.
Don't you call
The
them
rematch
Sixers?
in Philly. So I guess the next two are going to be in Boston. If they're the first two in Philly, last two in Boston, that's kind of odd. But all right, whatever.
Yeah, because the Knicks and Celtics did one the other, right?
They did. Yeah, we were there first, then you guys.
But
came
remember
out.
when Phoenix and San Antonio did that in the first
They
week?
did two in the same? Yeah,
Because
they
you were
did.
like, they were both in Phoenix, and I was like,
Yeah, they were.
why?
Yeah, I don't know. So they're doing that. I don't know. We'll figure it
It's
out.
probably logistics, you know.
That tight ass Hanaran again. Anyway, Hanaran.
What's that?
Han-
Hanaram?
That tight ass Hanaran.
What does that mean?
Just forget it.
Who's Hanaram?
He's not real. It was a joke.
I'm trying to understand the joke. I don't know what
The
it is.
joke. It was from a movie that you clearly didn't see. Again,
What?
he's
The big
not-
man's not real?
No.
Who's been doing all the shopping?
Don't give away the movie.
I didn't.
You kind of did. We'll talk
You're
about
the
that
one
later.
said it was a movie. I
Anyway,
just said
documentary. Was it?
no. It's a sacked Christmas.
But it's going to be recorded.
Yeah, not a documentary. This is fiction.
That's a movie.
A documentary.
It's based on real life events.
Well, no, but it's
Sort of,
it's
yeah.
a style of movie that's like informative. This is a Christmas movie,
movie.
not a documentary.
I said movie the first time.
So I didn't say no to movie. Then you said documentary. And I said
Well, you
no.
didn't respond. You kind of looked at me like I had three heads.
I was wondering what you meant.
We got to go. See you guys Friday night. Be good.